Okay, we're going to do a really basic introduction to Carbide Create, the really basic software that Carbide gives you. First step is go into the job setup, set the stock size to a fairly random stock. We're going to do 8 by 10. Set up the stock thickness. And your toolpath 0 is going to be the bottom left corner, and then we're just going to set it up for aluminum. Just make sure you're set for this Shapeoko 3, which is our machine. You can set it for millimeters if you want, or inches. And then you want to set up the background. So we're setting the grid spacing to 1/4 inch, which is a handy number. And hit OK. Alright, just zoom in a little bit and hit OK, and we're ready to draw. So I'm going to draw a little plate, so I'm going to start with a rectangle. And once I have drawn it, I can sort of drag it wherever I want, and then I can set the actual width and height. So I'm just going to make a little square plate, hit apply, bam, there it is. Now when I unselect it, I'll get my tool palette again, and I can do little circles. So I want to do holes, so I'm going to set up a circle in the corner and make a radius of an 1/8 inch, so it'll be a 1/4 inch hole. And when I hit apply, that'll size that to that. So at that point I can unselect it, or I can go in and select it again. If I hit Command C, I can copy it, and I can grab it by the center or by the edges, make another copy, zip it down there, make another copy, and move it over to the corner, and then I'm good. I'm just going to zoom in again so I can see what I'm doing. So that's our basic plate. We want it cut out of this 8 by 10 stock. It's a 5 by 5 rectangle. So now we're going to set up the tool path. I'm going to select my shift click. I'm going to select my holes and set up a tool path for that. I'm going to call it a contour. And check the tool size. It's an 1/8 inch mill. We want it to go to the stock bottom, and we want it to be a pocket. So it's just going to cut within that, and you can see the tool path outlined in blue. Now if I select the outside perimeter and hit contour, this time it's going to be outside to the right, so I'm going to cut the outside of that. You can see the tool path just shifted to blue. And now I'm adding my tabs. The tabs hold it in place while it's being cut so it doesn't flap around. I hit OK. And you can see the tool paths in blue around your part, and hit OK. Now this will show you your two tool paths, and once you kind of check everything, you can go down and save the G code. And name it whatever you need to name it, and save it. And then you just want to tell it which setup you're saving it for. We're using this device with the homing switches, and you hit OK. Yeah, I'll switch it to inch. Hit OK, and you're done. And you just load that on a compact flash card, or a SD card rather, and move it over to your workstation.